What's up, you guys? In this video, I'm going to be providing an update on the second stimulus package. Well, the good news is, Joe et al., is the House of Representatives and the Senate is back in Washington as of yesterday. Alright, so let's keep our fingers crossed that both Democrats and Republicans can work together to hammer out a stimulus package that is going to benefit the American people. But before we get into the details, welcome back to all my Joe et al.'s. I really appreciate your continued support. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. We focus on finance, real estate, and other life-related topics. Please consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell as I'm posting valuable new content at least twice a week. Alright guys, so Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell met yesterday morning to discuss the stimulus relief bill and was also scheduled to meet with other people such as Secretary of Treasury Steven Mnuchin, along with Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. Now they met to go over the first draft of Senator Mitch McConnell's next stimulus relief bill. Now I'm sure that during the meeting yesterday there were probably many disagreements as the bill is going to likely be more than 1,500 pages. Now Senate Republicans don't necessarily agree with everything that President Trump wants. Now President Trump has mentioned that he is in favor of a larger stimulus check, while Senate Republicans have some pushbacks on direct payments to people. They are more in favor of back-to-work incentives such as a payroll tax cut. So guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a little bit tough going forward because as we get closer and closer to an election, you know, the Democrats will be pushing Republicans, or Republicans will be pushing Democrats, but there's also going to be some politics involved where each party may try to make the other party look bad by trying to go big or by going too small so that the media will report unfavorable news about the other side. My goal, Joe et al., is to deliver the best stimulus news for you unbiased. Alright guys, so after the meeting with President Trump, top Republican senators gathered for a meeting where they were briefed for the first time on the new stimulus relief bill. Now today, which is Tuesday, Mitch McConnell will continue to share his proposal with his Republican colleagues, and then afterwards the Senate Democrats. So we, the public, should be getting details of this proposal later this week. So you may be wondering, well, where are the Democratic senators? So guys, because the Senate is controlled by the Republican Party, they have the first option to go through everything before they disclose and then release the bill to the Democratic side. The Republicans will have shown their list of demands, and then committees and subcommittees will get together to start hammering out the final bill for a vote. Now, to be honest, guys, the final bill will likely happen when both parties are happy with what each other got inside the bill, or when both parties are equally unhappy with what they didn't get. Equally happy or equally unhappy, depending on how you look at it. Now, in the past few days, school systems from across the country and also restaurant groups from across the country have stated that they need at least $100 billion of stimulus relief to survive and avoid mass layoffs. I mean guys, these industries have been hit hard with homeschooling and the inability to have in-restaurant service. The hotel industry is also likely to come out with a large demand, and it seems that there's a domino effect that continues to ripple through our economy and the entire country. Also, a very important topic is the details of the new weekly unemployment amount. It has to be worked out this week, guys, as benefits are set to expire on or before July 31st. Okay, Joe et al., as of right now, what I'm hearing is that the $600 will either be continued with some kind of structure, or it's going to be a smaller amount with a longer extended time frame. I know, guys, that these unemployment benefits are crucial to millions of people in this country, and I really hope that they prioritize getting the unemployment benefits situation resolved quickly. Now, this past week, Steven Mnuchin has again called on Congress to have a stimulus package done by the end of the month. He wants to see this done. President Trump wants to see this done. They all want something that they can review and sign soon. I also discussed the success of the PPP program, while at the same time said that it may need a second round of funding, especially for smaller businesses and those that have been hit the hardest. Well, I do feel this is good news because the PPP program has provided a lot of money to small businesses. I just hope that the funding is renewed for a second round, and that if it does, that we actually get the money to the people that really need it. It appears that a lot of money in the first round went to some major large corporations that did not need the funding. Alright guys, now if you found this video helpful to this point, will you please just do me a favor and hit that like button? It helps me out a ton. Alright guys, so in terms of the virus that is sweeping across our country, well, The bad news is that more and more people have been affected. So we're seeing a rise in cases all across our country. So we know for the time being that we are not seeing a drastic improvement at all. Many states, cities, and businesses are having to shut down once again. Now, with that being said, I think that means there's going to be good odds that our senators and other leaders within our government are going to have to pass a second stimulus bill. Not to do so, I would feel, would just be politically devastating. So with the rise of virus cases and many looming deadlines, I really think it's safe to say, Joe Dolls, that there's going to be quite a bit of urgency on this matter. But you may be wondering, well, when is the actual deadline for the second stimulus package? Well, the second stimulus package deadline is going to be officially 3 weeks from now. This actually equates to about 14 working days and goes until August 7th. So you may be wondering, well, what happens if the Senate misses the August 7th deadline? Well, the biggest point of concern right now is that on August 10th, they are scheduled to go on an extended recess and not reopen till September 7th, guys. So I feel that if Americans are going to have to wait an additional 2 months for additional relief from our government, things aren't going to be pretty. I must say, Joe Dolls, it's just extremely frustrating to see how little that the government has done just in the overall grand scheme of things since we've actually received our first stimulus checks. Now, in terms of dates, when we could see a possible second $1,200 payment in our bank account, well, if all goes as planned and everything gets passed within the first week of August, which is hypothetical, and we follow the same timelines as we did with the CARES Act as far as getting stuff signed and disbursement checks, it would be an estimated date of around August 26th for us to get that $1,200 stimulus check within our account. Now, keep in mind, guys, because we've done this once already in the past, it should mean during the second time that the process will hopefully go a lot more smoother. Well, at least I hope so. The last time around, there were reports of millions of dollars going to dead people. So, to be honest, you never really know with the government. Let's hope they've learned from the first stimulus check disbursements and things go a lot smoother this time. Just keep an eye out on the news, guys. I know a lot of frustration comes from a lack of communication, a lack of transparency from our government. And I know a lot of you guys are just afraid during this time. So I'm going to do everything I can in order to give you guys up-to-date information, as well as realistic updates with regards to the next steps. Now, all that I ask in exchange for this, guys, is just for you guys to drop a like on the video, and please feel free to comment below with your thoughts about the possibility of a second stimulus package. Also, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as I'm posting at least twice a week. Thanks again so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are able to find some type of valuable information in this video. Thanks again, and until next time.